The F-47 Shadowhawk represents a bold leap into the future of air combat, a machine that seems to have been plucked from the pages of science fiction yet conceived with the realistic challenges of 21st century warfare in mind. For decades, the United States has relied on its air dominance to shape the balance of power around the globe. From the introduction of the legendary F-22 Raptor to the versatile F-35 Lightning II, American ingenuity in stealth technology, avionics, and aerospace engineering has consistently given the U.S. Air Force an edge. The Shadowhawk is imagined as the logical successor to this lineage, a sixth-generation air superiority fighter capable of rewriting the rules of modern combat. While the world speculates about the NGAD program and what it will bring to the battlefield, the Shadowhawk stands as a conceptual vision of how far the United States can push the boundaries of aerospace design and operational supremacy. At first glance, the F-47 Shadowhawk is unlike any jet before it. Its tailless diamond-shaped fuselage glides with a predatory elegance, giving it a profile that is both alien and menacing. Every contour of its surface is designed with stealth in mind, not only to scatter radar waves but also to reduce its infrared and acoustic signature. Where the F-22 relied on stealth coatings and carefully angled surfaces, the Shadowhawk takes stealth to a new level with adaptive skin materials capable of real-time adjustments. Imagine a surface that can change its electromagnetic signature the way a chameleon changes colors. This allows the aircraft not just to evade traditional radar but also to blend into multiple parts of the spectrum, making it incredibly difficult to track using infrared search or even visual identification at long ranges. The propulsion system of the Shadowhawk embodies the promise of adaptive cycle engine technology. Unlike traditional turbofan engines that operate on fixed performance curves, the twin adaptive cycle engines of the F-47 are capable of shifting modes depending on mission requirements. In combat, they can deliver blistering acceleration and sustain supercruise at Mach 2 without afterburners, giving it the ability to engage or disengage at will. On long-range patrols or strike missions, the engines can switch to high-efficiency cruise modes, conserving fuel and extending operational range far beyond that of existing fighters. The integration of advanced thrust vectoring nozzles ensures unmatched maneuverability, allowing the Shadowhawk to outearn, outclimb, and outmaneuver any potential adversary. Weapons are concealed within internal bays, maintaining its stealth profile at all times. Yet these bays are larger and more versatile than those of the F-22 or F-35, capable of housing not just advanced beyond visual range missiles but also hypersonic weapons designed to close distances in seconds. A new generation of air-to-air missiles designed specifically for the Shadowhawk boasts adaptive seekers that can switch frequencies mid-flight, making them nearly impossible to jam. In addition to conventional missile systems, the F-47 is equipped with a directed energy defense system, a laser array mounted discreetly within its frame. This allows the jet to intercept incoming missiles or even disable the sensors of hostile aircraft. For the first time, the concept of dogfighting may evolve from traditional missile exchanges to a duel of speed, stealth, and directed energy precision. Where the Shadowhawk truly distinguishes itself is in its integration with artificial intelligence. The cockpit is designed not just for a human pilot but for a human-AI partnership. The onboard AI functions as a co-pilot, analyzing sensor data, prioritizing threats, and even suggesting tactical maneuvers in real time. In high-intensity combat scenarios where reaction time can mean the difference between victory and defeat, the AI effectively extends the pilot's situational awareness. It processes data streams from multiple domains, air, land, sea, space, and cyber, and condenses them into actionable insights. At the same time, the Shadowhawk serves as a command node for unmanned wingmen. These loyal drone companions, each designed for specific roles like electronic warfare, reconnaissance, or strike, can be controlled directly by the F-47. This creates a true force multiplier where one Shadowhawk can lead a swarm of autonomous systems, overwhelming enemy defenses and establishing air dominance without exposing human pilots to excessive risk. The avionics suite of the Shadowhawk is designed for the realities of future battlefields where cyber warfare and electronic attacks are as dangerous as missiles. It features hardened quantum encryption for communications, ensuring secure data transfer even against the most advanced hacking attempts. Its sensors extend far beyond radar, incorporating multispectral imaging, distributed aperture systems, and even early-stage quantum radar evasion technology. This makes it nearly impossible for adversaries to blind the Shadowhawk with electronic jamming. Instead, The Shadowhawk can project electronic decoys, flood enemy radars with false signals, and create holographic ghost signatures that confuse tracking systems. The aircraft does not just disappear from enemy view, it actively manipulates the perception of the battlespace, turning confusion into a weapon. For American audiences who value strength, innovation, and the assurance of military superiority, the Shadowhawk embodies national pride. It represents the continuation of a legacy that began with pioneers like the P-51 Mustang, the F-86 Sabre, and the F-15 Eagle. Just as those aircraft defined eras of air combat, the Shadowhawk positions itself as a symbol of American resolve in a world of growing challenges. As competitors like Russia and China boast about their own next-generation projects, from the rumored MiG-41 interceptor to the evolving J-20 platforms, the Shadowhawk concept reassures Americans that their technological leadership remains unmatched. Its name alone, Shadowhawk, evokes imagery of a predator striking unseen from the skies, a guardian of American airspace and a deterrent against any potential aggressor. The pilot experience in the Shadowhawk is envisioned as unlike anything before it. Traditional cockpits cluttered with switches and gauges give way to immersive augmented reality displays. Pilots wear helmet-mounted systems that overlay tactical information directly onto their field of view. Enemy aircraft appear highlighted, threat ranges are projected in real time, and navigational cues guide the pilot seamlessly through complex maneuvers. The cockpit design reduces workload while enhancing precision, giving the pilot the sense of being fused with the machine itself. Feedback systems allow the pilot to feel the pressure of aerodynamic forces, to sense the status of the engines, and to react instinctively as though the aircraft were an extension of their body. This synergy between human instinct and machine intelligence represents the future of aviation. Operationally, the Shadowhawk is imagined as highly flexible. It is not just an air-to-air superiority fighter but a multi-role platform capable of deep strike missions, suppression of enemy air defenses, and intelligence-gathering operations. Its stealth and range allow it to penetrate heavily defended airspaces without detection, striking key targets with precision before slipping away into the shadows. At the same time, it can serve as a guardian of allied forces, providing an umbrella of air dominance over battle groups, ground operations, or strategic assets. Its integration with space-based systems ensures constant connectivity, turning the Shadowhawk into both a weapon and a communications hub. The psychological impact of such a fighter cannot be underestimated. Much like the sight of the F-117 Nighthawk over Baghdad in 1991 sent a message that American technology was years ahead of its rivals, the F-47 Shadowhawk would serve as a deterrent in its own right. Potential adversaries would know that any attempt to challenge American skies would be met by an aircraft that sees them long before they see it, that can strike from beyond the range of retaliation, and that commands fleets of drones as extensions of its will. The very existence of such an aircraft reinforces the principle of peace through strength, ensuring that conflicts are deterred before they begin. From an engineering perspective, the Shadowhawk also represents the culmination of decades of research into materials science, propulsion, and electronic warfare. Its adaptive surfaces rely on nanomaterials capable of withstanding extreme stresses, temperatures, and electromagnetic interference. Its engines are the product of breakthroughs in thermodynamics and high-temperature alloys, allowing for efficiency that was once thought impossible. Every aspect of the Shadowhawk is designed not just for today's missions but for the challenges of decades to come, ensuring that it remains relevant in a rapidly evolving threat environment. Ultimately, the F-47 Shadowhawk is not merely a machine but a vision of what the future of American airpower could look like. It symbolizes ambition, creativity, and the relentless pursuit of superiority in the skies. For American audiences, the concept resonates on multiple levels. It speaks to national pride, technological wonder, and the assurance that the United States will continue to lead the world in defense innovation. Whether deployed in defense of homeland airspace, in support of global allies, or as a deterrent against emerging threats, the Shadowhawk embodies the values of vigilance, precision, and dominance. If one were to imagine the Shadowhawk in action, it would be a breathtaking sight. Rising silently into the night sky, invisible to radars scanning desperately for a trace, it would glide like a phantom across the heavens. At the push of a throttle, it would unleash a burst of speed, covering miles in seconds, its adaptive skin shimmering as it bends the laws of detection. Enemy aircraft would find themselves locked in its crosshairs before they ever knew it was there. Missiles would streak from its hidden bays, while defensive lasers sliced through incoming threats. In the chaos of combat, As adversaries scrambled to make sense of phantom signatures and false targets, the Shadowhawk would already be gone, returning home unseen, victorious without ever giving the enemy a chance to strike back. That is the promise and the allure of the F-47 Shadowhawk, a testament to American dominance in the skies of tomorrow.